Visit any major center around the globe and you'll see them everywhere. Construction cranes that magically sprout above the city skyline, giving new meaning to the term high-rise. Cranes are the superstars of the construction world. They're operators coveted for their skills and precision. One thing, however, remains the same. There's only one way to get there from here. Mark, can you hold me?
Hold my arm, I'll take you in.
This is coming up nice and smoothly. Look at that, it's underneath there. So now I'm gonna swing this around. Woo! This is fun. Hang on. Oh, I got the load swinging there. Does this fill you with hope or trepidation, the way I'm maneuvering this?
I'm not quite sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm reserving my opinion for right now.
You don't have to be honest either.
Okay.
Do you want that donut?
No, I'm fine.
I think I have a real knack for this. Nice. But crane operating isn't a game. And to operate one of these babies, you need some real skills.
A good crane operator has to have good eye and hand coordination. You have to be at least 5 or 10 seconds ahead of the machine at all times. You have to go in to work in the morning well rested and sharp. You can't party the night before and then be up in the seat the next day because it's dangerous. I've had people coming up the crane and freeze up partway up the ladder. I've had people that come up with absolutely no fear, and that's just as dangerous because they don't realize their surroundings. The lives of all the men below the crane are within the hands of the operator. One slip and it can be disastrous.
Al is one of the best in the business. You could say crane operating is in his genes.
This is my oldest boy, Larry. He's an operator. My son, John, he's an apprentice operator. And my father was an operator. I've started teaching them since they were 12 years old, and I think something that they're born with.
There's a possible 4th generation because both of my sons are interested.
If you hold your 2 thumbs up for my 7-month-old, he'll grab them. Move
2
them around.
levers. I was probably about the 6th or 7th tower crane operator in Toronto when they came into being. The first time I went on a tower crane, my knees were knocking. I was absolutely petrified.
Scary? Yes. But things could have been much, much worse. In the Middle Ages, there was something aptly called the human-powered crane. The fellow on the top lever got all the glory. Look a little closer. You see that guy in the wheel? He's providing the human power. He has to walk constantly to turn the wheel. In the 3rd century BCE, Greek mathematician and engineer Archimedes boasted, "Give me a place to stand and I shall move the whole world." He had just invented the block and tackle system, a mainstay of the modern crane. Ah, gentlemen, just what I'm looking for, some Archimedean scholars. You ever hear of Archimedes?
No.
Wicked. Let's do an experiment, shall we?
Okay.
Can you stand over here with your broom?
Oh,
Can you stand over here?
with my
Yeah,
broom.
hold your brooms up parallel to the ground there. Let me slip this around here. Make sure that knot's nice and tight. Slip this around here. You ever hear of a block and tackle?
Yep.
Yeah? We're gonna see one in action. You guys consider yourself to be strong young men? Your buddy here, he's gonna pull on this. You two guys are gonna try to hold them brooms apart. You try with all your might. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Your self-esteem is riding on this. Uno, dos, tres, go! Hold on it. Come on, try! Try! Come on, pull. Look, he's working hard. Don't strain too much. Look at that. They're coming in. Come on! Put some muscle into it. That's a block and tackle in action. I think it's over. What do you think?
Yeah,
it's over. Of course, 3 guys with broom handles aren't going to build a skyscraper, right? That's where the block and tackle comes in. It allows the crane to lift thousands of pounds with minimal energy. Add some hydraulics, a motor, a couple of levers, some counterweights, and a boom, and you've got the makings of a modern tower crane. This here is a Pecco 1600 tower crane. The boom is over 165 feet long, and the crane stands 140 feet tall. And Jonathan Sprung has to climb it.
It can carry 20,000 pounds down at the tower, or about 6,000 pounds at the tip. Okay, this is the view from the tip of the boom. As you can see, the rest of the crane is that way. Behind me, you can see there is nothing but the end. 165 feet doesn't feel very long until you have to actually walk it crouched over. This is the actual trolley motor and the cable that it uses. And it has a brake on it that works just like a brake on a car. That holds it in place when it's not moving. Now this right here is a wind meter. It's really important for us to know where the wind's coming from and how heavy it's blowing. The law is that we have to shut down if it's more than 35 kilometers an hour. We lift everything that comes up on the job site, all of the materials, all of the job boxes. It makes the project go 10 times faster.
The crane is the workhorse of the construction project and is the first to arrive on site. In fact, so important is the crane that everything literally revolves around it, including the actual building under construction. As more height is needed, the crane is unbolted from the ground and a climbing unit pushes the tower crane up through the building. Once the desired height is reached, the mast sections are secured to the climbing unit and the climbing unit is secured to 2 separate floors of the building. Now the crane is supported by the building itself and is no longer connected to the ground. It can continue to grow as needed, and grow, and grow, and grow, and grow, and grow. Amazingly, these cranes only take up 8 square feet of ground. Their 400,000-pound base allows them to be up to 400 feet tall and lift a giant African elephant if they wanted to. Tower cranes aren't the only game in town. Today there are jib cranes, truck-mounted cranes, crawler cranes, mobile cranes, telescopic cranes, rough terrain cranes, loader cranes, gantry cranes, floating cranes, even something called the canopy crane. Massive tower cranes permanently located in forests around the world, which are used by scientists to study forest ecology. And of course, there are real cranes. But that, alas, is another story. Some of the most sophisticated cranes in the world are actually the smallest.
Whenever I go to a cocktail party and somebody asks me, what do I do? And I say I build cranes, their first instinct is to say, oh, those big tower cranes on the top of the buildings in downtown Toronto and such. But of course, we mustn't overlook the fact there's industrial lifting going on every minute of every day in all kinds of environments, whether it be automotive assembly, tool and die shop, more fashionably lately, granite countertops. We've managed to put some installations in at NASA, where the shuttle is put together. We've got equipment in Taiwan, we've got equipment in the Philippines, but it's all custom-made exactly as customers require.
Mike's company has an innovative way of designing their cranes.
I was fortunate enough to have work for me a fellow called Bill Wright, who felt that we could write a suitable customized program for a standard range of products. We've now extended that to about 20 different varieties of product, and all we simply do is choose the product, select the variables, which are the capacity, the reach, the height, click on those variables, and then within about 6 seconds we get a fully engineered drawing. This is a 2-ton jib crane we put in a few years ago to service the burning table. It has a base plate bolted to a concrete foundation. It has a bearing at the top and a roller bearing that goes around the girth of the column. Then in this case, we have power rotation, which enables us to control the arc of the movement of the boom. And on the end of it, there's a 2-ton chain hoist, so we can lift and unload sheets onto that machine over there. And it was probably one of the first examples of a new design using the new program technology.
On the shop floor, it's easy to see what is moving what. But what happens when the crane operator is some 200 feet above the ground? There are 2 people needed to work the crane. the operator, and the swamper?
When you're setting fly forms, you don't see much of anything. The swamper is your eyes on the ground.
Apprentices start out as swampers to learn all they can about rigging and safety. And then there are swamping veterans like Tim.
Watch yourself, guys. Hey, Larry.
How long have you been swamping?
Oh, on and off, 10, 12 years.
Yeah. When we're putting panels in, like on the stairwell, the back side of a stairwell, the operator can't see anything. So the swamper has to say, come down 1/4 of an inch or 1/3 of an inch or whatever. And we can be exact because up in the cab, right beside the cab, are the cables. And so when they say, come down 1 inch, you can watch the cable go 1 inch and stop it. So that's how you know you're getting it exact on what they need.
We got 2 down here, kind of straight.
Both operator and swamper work together like a finely oiled machine, except that the crane operator has the last word. If he's not happy with the rigging or the load, he can refuse to carry it.
We're using the Ellis Dodge tower crane here to hoist the steel up and put it together like a puzzle. The trucks come in with the steel, and we unload the trucks as pieces here. Every piece is numbered. You go to their drawings and you come up with an erection procedure, and then we just start putting it together. Crane does all the work.
Coming. I like it. Hold on.
But everybody's a little edgy when you first start, but then you realize, oh, yeah, okay, everything's groovy, and everybody gets relaxed, and away we go. Walter's got to trust us on the ground. We know what we're doing, what we're hooking onto. We're using the proper rigging and stuff, and yeah, and you just start this trust. People have got to be professional. You know, this isn't a game. Just like this stuff will kill you.
Even when a building is higher than any crane could possibly reach from the ground, cranes are still involved. Consider, if you will, the CN Tower. You ever wonder how it got its top? A crane, albeit one that flew over it attached to a helicopter. These marvels of engineering are called sky cranes, and the first hit the skies in 1947. Sky cranes played a huge role during the Vietnam War because of their ability to move and unload huge loads like bulldozers and tanks and retrieve damaged aircraft without having to land. So now, I am going to school to learn how to operate a crane. Hey guys. The industry takes safety seriously. An apprentice must complete 4,000 hours of training before being able to operate a crane on their own. They have to know what lay of rope to use, the right termination for it, and the type of sling and shackle for a particular load.
And one of the biggest things that we have to concentrate on is the sling angle. So if we use 2 slings and pulled straight up on them and the weight was 1,000 pounds, each sling would think it's picking up 500 pounds.
Okay.
As we bring those in, we build in a sling angle.
Right.
As that sling angle gets smaller, the slings start thinking they're picking up more weight. Back to our high school geometry and physics now.
Yeah. Like, I just want to lift this stuff, Sean.
No, see, this is the responsibility of the crane operator, because on a lot of job sites, they expect you to do all this.
What? I couldn't just say, no, you know what, you guys, you carry that up.
No. That's why they hired us. We may say to them that we can't lift it.
Right.
Because it's over the capacity of our crane, and we may have to, a smaller one, we may have to move closer to the building, or may have to get a bigger crane.
Nice.
Yes.
So I'm getting the sense that there is a lot of mathematics, physics, sort of, never excelled in that.
We don't ask you to excel, but you have to understand the principle.
Well, I understand the principle. I spent a lot of time with the principle, but it was mathematics that gave me the problem. We'll be fine.
Well, yeah, we'll be fine. So let's head outside and drive the crane.
Seriously?
Serious.
Oh, I'm not ready.
Oh, okay.
Today, one of the best ways to learn how to drive a crane is with a simulator, and the Operating Engineers Training Institute of Ontario is one of the first to have this contraption. Oh, dude, this is brilliant.
Here we have one of our apprentices, Peter Smith, is operating the mobile crane simulator.
It's like a video game.
It's a little more complicated than a video game. You can actually pick up the various loads, place them. We have different scenarios inside that we use to
It's like 3 all around.
Through. And there's one on the top, too.
Oh, this is wicked. So this you can do without endangering anyone. This is perfect for me. Am I going to get to do this?
No. We're going to skip this step with you because you've been doing so well so far. We're going to go straight out to the cranes.
Ooh. Just pay the mortgage. You are paying the mortgage. That's it.
Been this high before. You've been this high before.
I am a crane operator. I am the crane operator. Oh, yeah. Oh. I better pee first. A century ago, things would have been a lot different here in Hamilton Harbor. A fleet of men called stevedores would be doing the hard physical labor of unloading each ship. They'd have cranes, but not ones that could handle a 7,500-ton windmill blade.
What we're seeing here is the discharge operation of some windmill blades. These are windmill blades that are packed in frames 2 by 2. They're being discharged from the vessel and then ultimately moved onto the pier by various shore cranes. This is a geared ship behind me, which means that the cranes are actually fixed to the vessel.
In other words, these cranes are always on board. Stevedores are still involved, but their job has become less about brawn and more about the technical know-how needed to unload special cargo. The ship's captain has to consider not only how the load is being handled, but also the ship's ballast, which will pump water out to take weight off the ship on a certain side to make sure the ship doesn't tip as the load on board shifts. Finally, it's crane driving time.
You don't have anything in black, do you?
Okay.
All right. So just a little through like this?
A little through that, a little through that.
Nice.
Up through here.
Oh.
One more there.
This one goes through here.
That's the one.
Right. Come on, right? Come on.
Work it, she'll go.
There we go.
She's good. Good to go.
I'm ready?
Now we
That's
just
it?
have to give you a double clip. Snap it on your D-ring.
My which one?
Your D-ring.
Let's go
See that one? And we'll use that for when we climb. Each rung we have to double clip.
Clip. It's like the woodsman's competition.
Absolutely.
Wicked.
Step inside.
Why do I have to go first? It's gonna be fine.
Oh, see, you hit your head already. You're an iron worker. You got your helmet on backwards. Great. So what you do is you hook that on,
Yeah.
climb up the ladder.
So go now, you're saying?
Yep, go now.
Do I take this? When do I take that one off?
You climb up.
Yeah.
There you go. Now take the other one,
Oh, I
hook
see.
it above your head, then reach down and grab this one. That way you're tied off to the tower at all times.
This is gonna take forever.
I know it is. That's why we're starting you now.
Time lapse. I'm scared. I'm up.
Woo! Well, 100 feet above the ground isn't quite as bad as I thought it was. It's not good, but it's not bad.
All right. Can I adjust the seat?
Yeah. Slide it back, should be down right under front of you.
Just
there should
like,
be a bar.
Oh, I see it.
To angle it somewhere.
Forward isn't that good. You want to be able to see right down there?
You'd like to be able to see right down if you're coming in on your tower with the load.
Straight down? Okay. I'll leave my tower where it is. How do I start swinging this thing around here?
With your left hand, that controls your swing, the left-handed stick.
Okay.
The right-handed stick controls your load up, load down. The block comes up, comes down.
Okay.
Push the stick to the left or to the right, it clicks. So you'll start in first speed and then click it into second, into third,
Okay.
so on. So push it left now. Good.
Here we go.
Okay. You work your way up, 1, 2, 3, and then you work your way down, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I feel it. Yeah, I feel it. I feel it. That's power. Swing it. Do you have to yell out like that?
Nope. Normally I'm the only one up here.
Oh, right. Do you ever do both at the same time, swing and lift?
Yep. Swing, lift, trolley in, trolley out.
That's crazy, man.
Got to do as much as you can at the same time.
So what am I looking at here? What does an LMI, what's that stand for?
That's the computer system. It tells you where your trolley is, how much line you have out, what degree that you swung to.
The load measure indicator doesn't replace the swamper down on the ground, but it is an electronic aid that gives the operator quick reference points. Other technological additions in this office in the sky are air conditioners and heaters. There are even tales of microwaves and the odd spice rack.
About, like, for instance, bladder control or something like that.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
Like, well, and you don't want to have to be running up and down.
Yeah, well, that too. I don't want to have to go up and down.
What if you're sick?
You got to do what you got to do. Problem is, when you're a crane operator, you're pretty much the most important person at the job.
Well, that's it. You got to be there, right?
You got to be there. You don't have a choice.
Holding it in might be worth it when you consider that a good tower crane operator can earn upwards of $100,000 a year. But that's not the only appeal of a job like this.
It's good. I like it. It's peaceful, and you can see everything.
Yeah, it's a great view.
You can't beat the views, especially when you're downtown, the skyline.
Beautiful.
The job site is really chaotic, and there's a lot of noise and a lot of people yelling and doing things, and I love it being up there. It's like nothing else. And it's kind of like a small piece of your own world.
It's like being the captain of a ship. You sit in the seat and let everyone else do their thing, and you're nice and quiet.
When I go past some of the buildings I've put up, I can recall people I've worked with, people that have retired, people that were just coming into it on almost every building I've gone past, yes.
As for me, home viewer, never worry. I'm not going to give up my day job. But I think I'm getting the hang of this.
We're gonna swing over and pick that tire up.
Really? Seems so early. Everything's so fast nowadays. Okay, so left. Look out!
So you're gonna boom up, hoist down.
Okay, boom up, hoist down. All right, okay.
Booming
Nice.
up.
Booming up. Boom up.
Hoisting up nice and easy.
Nice and easy. Okay, here we go.
It's all yours.
Got a big donut. Big chocolate donut this time. Now what do I do?
We're gonna have to come down on the line nice and easy. Coming down.
Come down. Oh, swing it.
There you go,
Nice.
you got her.
Now do I let that right down for them to unhook that?
You can't get out of the cab until it's unhooked.
So you guys could leave me hanging here all day.
See you later.
Son of a gun.